Welcome to the Sui Ling Show. She's got the questions for you, so let's go. Let's work together and we can all grow. And that's the message of a team that co-grows. So sit back and get a coffee, relax. A biscuit or your favourite snack. Put your feet up and rest your back. While Sui Ling drops nothing but facts. Welcome to the Sui Ling Show. She's got the questions for you, so let's go. Let's work together and we can all grow. And that's the message of a team that co-grows.
Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Sui Ling Show. It's the end of the year and we're going to do our traditional roundup, some of the best clips. Sui Ling herself is on her hollybobs at the moment, so she's left her trusty PA Paul Payne in charge. So we selected some of her favourite episodes before she went off, and I'm going to show you some clips from them today. First clip we're going to look at is Richard Keegan-Ball from the Learning Disability Research Team at Kingston University. Joined her earlier in the year. Always fun to have on the show, really good banter. He wasn't wearing his crown. He does like to be known as King Richard, but he did try and sell his book, so enjoy the clip.
Hello and welcome to the Sui Ling Show, Richard.
Thanks for having me on your show, Sui Ling. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself and what you do, Richard.
Oh, my name is Richard Keegan-Ball and I'm a researcher at Kingston University here in London, and I have a learning disability and I work 2 days a week with the team here, and we do co-production work, so we work together, and in fact, and I get paid for my job, I do, yes.
Okay, next question.
Do you want to know about my book, do you? I've got this book here of my life story that I wrote, and it's called Don't Put Us Away, and it's about growing up with a learning disability, the challenges what I faced and all that, in fact, but it's a good read, 1899, it is on Amazon, yes.
Well, I'm on the first page, so I'm started, so I've got a lot to catch up.
Oh, well, you better up there, Susan, yeah.
So next up was Sue's friend and colleague from Dimensions UK, Matt Lester. She also co-chairs the Together for Change group alongside him, the award-winning Together for Change, might I say. So let's have a little look what happened when they sat down together.
Welcome to the show, Matt Lester.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Okay, yes, I've got a couple of questions. Tell us about what you do in your job.
So, you may be aware that I work for Dimensions as a quality consultant. So I work making sure that people have good homes, good lives, and do the interviews for business support. So people who want to come and work for Dimensions on the business side of it. So from time to time, you may see me in Parliament or representing social care in Parliament as part of my role. And so I'm a very busy man.
Yeah, you seem to be, Matt. Yes, congratulations.
And also a co-chair with you on Together for Change.
Yes. Yeah.
And shortly after that appearance on the Sui Ling Show, Matt popped up on ITV News, big media superstar just like Sue. So next up in our highlights clips, me and Sue were lucky enough back in the summer to be invited to St Albans Cathedral to look at the Our Voice Through a Lens photography exhibition.
So what is happening here today?
So this is the launch event for our exhibition.
Yeah.
And the exhibition is called Our Voice Through a Lens.
Oh, I see, right, okay.
And what it is that we worked with people that draw on our support in St Albans. We collected stories about what was important to them, what matters.
Oh, okay,
Stories
yeah.
about celebrating who they are.
Yeah.
And we worked with a local photographer to capture images that celebrate those stories and the things that people have been telling us. So each person has their own unique image. It might not be them in the image, it might
No,
be something
no,
that
but
reflects
some
their...
really credible things that
Yeah.
they've done and things.
Yeah, and then we've composed, well, they've composed their story to go with the image, and we're going to present this in as many spaces as we can around St Albans, perhaps going into Watford and other areas around Hertfordshire.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. They could maybe come to Milton Keynes to come and see us maybe. That'd be great. We could do something, you know.
Thank you so much for coming today. Welcome to our brand new exhibition, Our Voice Through a Lens. My name's Laura and I'm the engagement coordinator for the Our Voice project for McIntyre. For a good few months now, we've been working on this project, a photographic exhibition to show who people are and what they care about. So we've been working from speaking to people who draw on our support in St Albans, finding out what's important to them and a bit about their personalities, who they are and what makes them who they are. And we worked with a photographer to capture images that represent that for each person. This exhibition is designed that it could go anywhere. We might put it
Widespread,
outside
maybe?
on railings and things as well. We've got a few train stations that are interested too. So
Oh, is there?
who knows where
Oh.
this will go next?
Ah, which train station?
The Abbey line. It's called the Abbey Flyer in St Albans. It runs from St Albans to Watford. So
Ah,
yeah.
I see, right.
And St Albans Museum are going to have us throughout December on their railings. So a lot of people will get to see it and get to know who we are.
Yeah,
what we do.
yeah. Well, thank you, Laura. That's very good. Thank you.
And what an inspirational exhibition that was. I believe you can still see the photographs. They've been displayed outside St Albans Cathedral now on the rails. Well worth checking out. So next up, as it was Sue's 60th episode, I sat down with the great lady herself and talked to her about some of her highlights of the 60 plus episodes we've made so far. So I thought it'd be nice if, for a change, I ask you some questions.
Okay.
So you've been going now for 60 episodes.
60 now.
So when
60.
did the show start?
I think the show started when we had COVID.
Yeah, back in lockdown, wasn't
Back
it?
in
And can you
lockdown.
remember who your first guest was?
Was it Sarah
It was Sarah
Burslin?
Burslin, wasn't it?
Burslin, yeah.
So you've been doing the show for 4 years now?
4 years now, Paul. Yeah.
And
4.
what are your what would you say your favourite episodes are?
The favourite episode of mine was when I interviewed Matt Potts.
Matt Potts from Camarados.
Camarados, yeah. Pants.
You had a good chat about pants, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you've been going out on the road a bit with the show, haven't you?
Yes,
recently
I have,
as well?
yeah, yeah.
Have you been enjoying that?
I like going out and going to visit places to go and see different people.
Yeah, and in Warrington, where did you end up in Warrington?
I went to the Warrington Wolves Stadium.
Yeah, you ended up on the pitch,
I
didn't you?
ended on the
Waving
pitch.
flags.
Yeah, I did, yes.
Yeah. I think, do you like taking the show on the road?
I like taking it to other places where people can see where I've been and interviewed lots of different people.
So in this next clip, we're going to look at something that's very near and dear to Sui Ling's heart. She wanted to make this episode for a little while, and we were really glad to get it organised. She attends a mixed ability rugby club in Leighton Buzzard every Wednesday. So she took me along and I filmed what goes on there. It's a very inspirational group.
Paul, how long have you been teaching rugby?
It started off a bit funny actually because we didn't actually volunteer at the time. We were actually going to be part of the mixed ability group playing. But as it transpires, I'm now a coach.
You're a brilliant coach.
Thank you.
So all the other coaches.
Thank you, Sue.
And also a lovely gentleman called Martin who taught me how to do the rugby.
Yes, do the kicking.
Do the kicking, yes.
And if we have a game, you'll be kicking, Sue. You'll be first at the tee.
Are you going to get a hat trick, Sue?
Right, here we go.
What you didn't see in that clip was that Sue had a large double gin and tonic on the go while she was doing those interviews, which you can now see in our new credit scene. So the last clip we're going to be showing today is a guest we were really pleased to get on, James Mackey, who's part of Baroness Casey's Casey Report team at the moment, doing a big piece of work that's going on until 2028, looking at recommendations that they are going to give to the government around social care in the future.
What would you want us to be saying about the Casey review in 5 years' time?
Oof, it's a good question. So one of the things that we think is very important is we're not the first team that has been asked to do a review of social care. And in fact, over the last 20 or 30 years, there's been many attempts to do something a bit different with social care, but they haven't necessarily made that much of a difference or been taken on by politicians, or they've sort of stopped short. So in 5 years' time, I want people to be saying they finally cracked it. They did it. Their recommendations worked and we got it all over the line, rather than it just being this perennial subject that's kicked the can down the road, if you know what I mean. We want to end all that, and we want to make sure people look back on it and that a real difference has been made.
That was it from our roundup of 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. Look out for lots more shows coming up in 2026. If you would like to be on the show, give us a shout. We love to have people on from all across McIntyre. So, as Sui Ling might say, it's a wrap. See you next time. Happy New Year.
Get a coffee, relax, a biscuit or your favourite snack.